You've been seeing Backyard Cafe on the YouTube channel, but you don't know the story behind Backyard Cafe. How are you folks? Delvin Adams here. We're doing something a little tiny little bit different today, right? Thank you all for checking in to our YouTube channel, to all our new guests, our new subscribers, viewers, however you look at it. We want to thank you. Thanks to the folks, that's the grassroots people who is sharing the content, commenting. Thank you so much for that, right? You've been seeing Backyard Cafe on the YouTube channel, but you don't know the story behind Backyard Cafe. You saw Chef Ramsey here with us and all the good stuff that we are doing here in Guyana, but most people doesn't know or doesn't have the story behind what the Backyard Cafe is and Delvin Adams. So I'm Chef Delvin Adams from the Backyard Cafe, obviously, and spent many years in the United States honing my culinary skills. Wasn't always a chef, but in my spare time, I'm a self-taught chef. I love cooking, and my spare time, I spend my spare time in the kitchen. And I was lucky enough to had my brothers and sisters with me to they were my test subject in the kitchen until my brothers, they decide that, hey, you know what, we can get him to do this as a job for our friends and family around, and that's what I've been doing, and that's how I get to hone my skills through my family. And brought all of that back. Well, I've been cooking for eons. I started the first pot that I cooked, I was 7 years old, right? So that's how long I've been in it. Watching my mother making roti and all the Guyanese sweet treat, from fudge, sugar cake to cassava pone, kanki, roti, and we curry, you know, from the chicken curry to the fish curry, all of that. I love curry, that's why I mention curry all the time, right? So just wanted to put that in there. So I've been doing this for a very long time, and glad that I'm on a platform now that I can get to share some of my skill and knowledge with the world and with folks who doesn't know or understand Guyanese food and are willing to learn. So I'm happy to be on a platform where I can get to share that. Where do we see Backyard Cafe from now to a few years? We want to be able to have, we have some of our products now on the shelf. I want to be able to see our products from the achar, which is, some of you might notice, as the chutney, the mango achar, tamarind achar. I want to be able to see our products on the shelves. I want to be able to see our products in every home across the world, right? So that's how much I see my product, my brand, right? And good stuff that I've learned how to balance each and every ingredient that would suit each palate, I think, you know, from diabetics to the folks who just love to indulge in something nice and tasty and sweet. So with the stuff that we have, from my dry rub to my barbecue sauce. We have all that stuff balanced where it's not too sweet, it's not too salty, right? And not a lot of artificial ingredients. We don't use artificial. Everything is real in our products, right? So that's one. Two, I want to be able to see Guyanese cuisine on a world market. For you to go to Thailand, like how folks will go to Thailand and experience Thai food in every form, from the countryside all the way to the city, to Bangkok, you get different variety and it's known worldwide. Thai food, I can go on Steinway Street in Queens, New York, and go into Thai restaurant, and the Thai food would be just as authentic as in Thailand, Bangkok to the countryside, right? So that's how I want to. I see Guyanese food, that a Guyanese or a person who read on or researched Guyana. Hey, I did this research on Guyana. I want to try the food. That can go into a restaurant in one of these countries, right? Whether it's Europe or North America, and said, hey, I want to try Guyanese food because I heard the Backyard Cafe speaking on it, and I want to be able to see people get to eat our food and enjoy it in a way that I enjoyed my food from my childhood to now, right? So just a little back thing there on how I see or where I would like to see us. More television shows, obviously, more I want to be able to, well, we have recipes that we're going to be putting into cookbooks. I have the one of the writers who is going to help us to put that together is coming today as we speak, so that's good news. Thumbs up for that, right? So Dr. Jaffrey Giddens, who is a known author, he's going to be helping us out with some of that to put it together. And just folks around the world, the way I see food, I want to be able that folks catch on that easy. I don't want it to be difficult. I don't want it to be something hard. I want you to watch our shows and understand that, hey, I can do this too at home. And it's the same we want to do with our cookbook. It's the same we want to have with our recipes, right? That you can grab this, and whatever recipe that we give you, you grab our ingredients and you can create that too at the same time, right? So that's just one of the little things there. Anything else? What else I'm looking forward to? Yes, whatever you put out there, right? Whatever you put out into the universe, that is what comes back to you. So yes, I'm putting all the positive vibes. Yes, we want to soar to the moon and pass, right? Right? We want to soar all the way up to the stars, man. So all of that is what we are looking to do when it comes to being in the culinary world, right? We want to be recognized worldwide, and for everyone to know that yes, Backyard Cafe is doing it, and we're doing it for Guyana. We're doing it with Guyanese cuisine, for Guyanese cuisine to be known. Own multiple restaurants, yes, indeed. Obviously, is something that we're working on. Hopefully, that panned out. That we're gonna get to do it pretty soon. That we're gonna have multiple places that we get to do, from street food to indoor, outdoor dining, 5-star, however you want to call that. Those are things that we're looking into. I want to be able to have restaurants out in the US, from Houston to Atlanta, all of these things that I'm looking into. Because it was never done, this is how far my dreams are when it comes to being in the culinary world and being an entrepreneur, being an owner of a restaurant. This is how far that I see myself going. going right there. So a little about myself. I'm Guyanese, obviously lived in the US for many years. I came back to Ghana and I brought my skills back and I started a restaurant in my childhood home, the backyard of my childhood home. So that's what you get most of the time. We do from culinary tours. We have a culinary tour from Georgetown to Suriname. It lasts for an entire weekend. We have farm tours because our restaurant, Backyard Cafe, is based on the premise of farm to table. We get all of our fresh food from a farm or from the marketplace, and seasonal. Whatever in season is what we use. So just to give you an understanding of how we operate. So we have a farm tour. We also have a market tour, right? Which is very popular with expats and the folks that, the Guyanese folks that even here, the homegrown Guyanese folks here too. And visitors, the tourists. Very popular, our market tour. So we want you to come and check that out too. Whenever you come to visit Guyana, make sure you come and check out our market tour, one of the products we have. We have a culinary tour that is based right here in Guyana, that we would take folks to Essequibo, which is another region in Guyana. We take them to Essequibo, you get to see different parts of Guyana, and you get to go into the Pomeroon River, which is surrounded by water. Beautiful place from my child vacation memory, and I love that. And my mother was from Pomeroon, my dad was from Linden. Linden is another town, another region in Guyana, so I want to be able to do stuff from all of those places that I knew from my childhood. Most Guyanese know the places that I'm talking about, from Essequibo, Pomeroon to Linden, right? And I want to be able to have restaurants in all of these places too. So hey, you know, all of this is possible, and we're going to be making it possible. So just that little thing right there, just to let you know who we are. I'm not in the kitchen cooking today, but just wanted to give you a heads up on some of the little things that we're doing. At least you get to know something, a little detail about Delvin Adams that you didn't know. So if you didn't know, now you know. All right, cheers to you. Thank you so much for checking in, and please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you all for joining, and we want to see more and more new faces on the YouTube channel there too, right? So share the content with your friends and family. Thank you all for checking in. Peace and love.